Good morning, Rob Harrington, Cranky Old Patriot. Well, I'm going to show you. This is my dad's dog tags from Vietnam. My dad was a hero. He's a patriot. He believed in one thing. He's going to kill communists, and he's proud of it. He was good at it. He was a special ops guy. It was a rare thing for an Air Force officer to be a special ops guy, putting together and training for special ops missions with basically professional killers. Their goal was simple, though. We're going to eradicate communism. Didn't happen. So anyhow, the revelation's here. Our country is run by psychopath, Babylonian, butt buddies to Israel, crazy psychopath killers. Because if they take AIPAC money, they're tainted, they're bribed, okay? Most of our people in Congress are probably taking AIPAC money or related to AIPAC, other foundations that are Jewish in nature. Now, this is not about Jews. There's some good Jews out there that are not Zionists. There's a bunch of different kinds of Jews, which is confusing because they have lots and lots of biblical Bibles that they have different names for. And their rabbis can convene around these books and argue all day and come up with their own decision. They interpret their own stuff. They make the rules as they go along. Can you have sex with little girls under the age of 3? Please, people. So when our Congress people, who overwhelmingly, the last vote I saw was 533 to 6 in the House of Representatives to approve more funding, billions of dollars for Israel and their genocide and their dog rape of prisoners, New York Times, by the IDF, and their sports shooting in the ankles of little Muslim children, little brown children, right? Sports shooting their ankles for fun, right? For theft of property, okay? For stealing other people's lands who've been there for thousands of years. This ain't right. And all those Congress people, 533 versus 6, 533 of them are traitors to our country. Our country is not blessed. God has unblessed our country. And I finally got one of the most Christian people I know in my life. I put him on the money. I said, does your God support genocide and child rape and child this and, assassinating people and stealing their land and genocide? Genocide's a war crime, people. So that makes our Congress, they're war criminals. Do you stand by war criminals? War criminals are supposed to be hung and shot after being found guilty of war crimes. And you stand by and let the war crimes continue. That makes you an aider and abettor too. And if there ever is a civil war or revolution in this country, and something's coming, it's in the Bible, it's coming. And the Bible basically describes who is Babylon. We are Babylon. America is the Babylon. We're doomed. We're doomed until we repent and we come together as a people. And all races, all religions, all socioeconomic groups have to come together, which is why Captain Kevin LaFawn and I are going to put together a podcast and a galvanizing unification group, not a political party. We've talked about that. Political parties aren't going to work, guys. It's too corrupt. The whole system's too corrupt. So we're going to put together a movement for peace and for love and for finding common ground that eliminates the evil in this world, which is perpetuated by warmongers and war profiteers who make money insider trading on military industrial intelligence stocks. That would be your Congress people and their buddies in power, in government, in the executive branch. I got to wonder about the judicial branch too some days. But right now we got to focus on our executive branch and our legislative branch, Congress. And we got to remove all those people. Every single one of them has to be cleansed out of there. Hopefully by peaceful voting, hopefully. This has to be peaceful until it can't be anymore. I'm not calling that. I'm not saying we have to be violent. I'm saying we have to do this non-violently until it doesn't work anymore. This is a plea from my heart to all of you to start listening and start discerning. If you're a Christian, start discerning that the Zio-Christians have been suckered. They've been lied to by false teachers in the pulpits. And if you're a member of a church that preaches this, bless Israel or you're cursed, you remove that pastor from the pulpit. You take that pulpit and you take it outside your church and you burn it. And you pray and you fall on your knees and you repent for having sided with evil. Because how can your God support genocide? How can your God support war criminals? How can your God not want pedophilia and political blackmail in our country and the world over to exist? Is that your God? That's not my God. That's Satan. So Christians, you need to come to terms with this. And you need to start discerning and listening, because the signs are out there. More and more pastors are coming on board saying Christian Zionists are not Christians. They're indirectly Satan worshipers, or they're allowing themselves to be used by Satan through their lack of knowledge and their arrogance and their pride. We can't fix this country if we don't have the veterans behind us who understand you've been used and abused by the corporatocracy. We thank you for your service or servitude to our country to help pay our bills for BlackRock, for Boeing, for khaki, for all these companies who get rich off endless, eternal wars. 25 years of wars for what? There's no freedom or liberty attached to these wars, only financial gain for the right people who are the wrong people. These people are all war criminals. They should all be indicted, prosecuted, and if found guilty, hung and shot. I'm sorry. That's if we can never get rid of war until we shoot traitors and shoot war criminals, because then the cycle keeps perpetuating. Their kids think that they can grow up and get away with it too. You end that. I'm sorry. I'm not advocating violence, but I am advocating that we have to come through with what the law says for treason and for war criminals, whatever the prescriptions are. If they're traitors to our country, the prescription's death. And a lot of World War II Nazis figured out that the legal defense of just following orders does not cut it. Their attorneys who told them to plead that, they were stupid attorneys. Okay? Because when you're being hung or shot for being war criminals, that's the ultimate proof that you're just a war criminal. You're evil and you have to be extinguished. So I'm not for wars, but I will be for the final war to end all wars. And that could be a radical thing where we got to go into a country and wipe it out and take it off the map. I'm sorry. Or we have to find a solution that some little country decides to stop being arrogant little psychopaths running around like 8-year-olds doing whatever the hell they want to do because they feel they're God's chosen children. They're not. They're Satan's chosen children, and they need to be cleaned up ASAP today. So, Rob Harrington, just telling it like it is. You're for peace and truth and love and God, or you're not. It's one way or the other. Admit or deny it. Yes or no. Who are you? Are you a real Christian? Are you a good person? Yes or no?